We keep you alive to serve this ship. This line is from one of my favorite Charlton Heston movies called Ben-Hur. The story of Judah Ben-Hur. Judah is a Hebrew aristocrat that gets betrayed by his beloved Roman childhood friend, sees his family brutalized, and is sentenced to be a rower on a Roman warship. The rowers are told by the commanding officer, "We keep you alive to serve this ship. Row well and live." It is one of my favorite childhood movies, and our family can quote most of the lines from it. So whenever we are feeling extremely weary, overworked, and almost unable to go on, one of us will turn to the other and quote this line. This line always gives a laugh, or at worst case a smirk, and we get back to work. We had a new horse at the farm called Murphy. Murphy did not believe that he should have to work for a living. Murphy was big, and he knew it. In his former life, he was really skilled at bullying his people and learned that if he yanked away from them, they would leave him alone. After he had managed to take himself from the arena one day, he was walking back up the hill to the barn. I caught up with him and asked him very nicely to come back to the arena. He promptly reared and tried to spin away from me. I growled at him and asked him to come back. He forcibly yanked his head away and was going to go back up the hill. I scolded him louder and told him he was going to come with me. He tried one more time to turn before I made him back up with great enthusiasm. Horses do not enjoy backing up. He quickly got the message that it would be just easier to follow me back into the arena. I told him that we keep him alive to serve this ship. Carrying around a 40-pound child for 30 minutes during a birthday party was not too much to ask. He had a decision to make. He could either be obedient and come with me nicely, or he could try to yank away from me, and if he succeeded, would get into worse trouble when I caught back up with him again. The result would be that he was still coming back down to the arena. Thankfully, it did not take much for him to get the message that I was not going to be bullied and made the decision to come nicely. Some folks call this tough love. Strong boundaries must be set for the safety of all involved. Murphy weighs close to 1,600 pounds. He cannot be rampaging up the hill like a wild creature, both for his safety on the asphalt, for the car coming down the hill, or for the small children that might be wandering around. If he wants to stay at the farm, I can promise excellent care, great food, and all the perks and amenities for the remainder of his life. But he must be willing to row the ship. If he leaves us, I cannot guarantee his future. So much of life is like this. What must you do to row the ship? Life is not easy. There might be someone at work that personality-wise you do not get along with. Maybe the drive to work is long and arduous. Maybe your work for not enough pay. Maybe your work is underappreciated and undervalued. Maybe the hours are really long. Maybe you have a soul-sucking job. Maybe you must stay at the job to take care of your family, but there is no joy in it. Regardless of all the reasons, do your work to the best of your abilities. Row well and live. Whatever you do, work at it with your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23 of the NIV translation.